very good morning and good evening to all people across all the world. Very warm welcome to our day 2 of Anapanasati Foundation course. It was really indeed a great pleasure hosting everyone yesterday. We'll continue the journey to day 2 after all the learnings we had learned yesterday in day 1. So I think we can continue. Without wasting much time, let me welcome our own Mr. Sampath Kumar to take this session forward. Over to you, Sampath.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Sampath.
Good morning, everyone. Good evening. Why don't you introduce yourself, Neil? While
right.
other people join.
Okay.
Start in 2-3 minutes.
Okay. So my name is Sunil, and I'm basically from Kerala, but now settled in Bangalore. In fact, I started my journey of meditation from the year 2004. I got introduced into Anapanasati meditation, and I've been regular at it and regularly visiting Pyramid Valley International. It's been a great journey, wonderful journey this far to handling, taking care of myself, taking care of my friends. It was really great. The journey was really indeed great one. And it has helped me a lot personally and professionally. So I think that's short and sweet about me, Sampath.
All right. Friends, we can start meditation. But, I'm just waiting to see if others join. Usually by 6:05, everyone will join. Meanwhile, how are you doing, Shibu, today?
Good, Sampath. Excited about day 2.
And today's speaker, Prithvi, let's hear from you.
Good morning and good evening, everyone.
Good morning.
Am I audible? Yeah.
Yes, you are. So you will talk about the states that we experience in meditation, right?
Yes.
So a lot of people must be feeling sleepy. That's the first thing that happens when you are a beginner. It's absolutely okay. Don't think that, oh my God, I want to meditate, but I'm sleeping off. You have to cross the sleep, and it takes certain energy for you to stay awake and aware. So that is why we need sleep. See, every day we sleep for at least 6 to 8 hours so that we can be awake for the rest of the day. So sleep provides that energy. So if you did not take full sleep, so first thing that happens in meditation is you will get sleep. And once you get enough sleep, once you get enough energy, you will stay awake and aware. And that's the whole journey which we will take us through. But before that, we will start meditation in a minute. Yesterday, we could not do a full meditation because we didn't have a full session yesterday. But from today, all of us will meditate for full 40 minutes. Okay? So from today, actually, the practice begins. So friends, get comfortable. It's 6:05. I think we can start. As I said yesterday, start with body. Take the spectacles off. And thank you so much for those who have switched on the videos. Meditation is not doing something. It is getting into or non-doing state. So we will start with what all activities that we can drop, which are in our control. There are certain activities in the body, like heartbeat, circulation, and a lot of organs. Those are called kriyas. They'll happen on their own. Nature takes care of it. But all those that we do deliberately, we will drop. And we start with the body by relaxing the body. The 5 steps for meditation: 1, sit comfortably. 2, clasp your fingers like this and cross your feet. If you're sitting on a chair, just make sure feet are touching each other. And the most important step, closing your eyes. Friends, we can never stop our mind with open eyes. The moment you open your eyes, your meditation is done. So as long as you are in meditation, this is going to be the most crucial step. Keeping your eyes closed. And that's when our inner journey begins. Before going to the 5th step, which is being with our breath, I want you to just become conscious of your body once, from head to toe, slowly, no hurry. As I said yesterday, this body is a factory. Trillions of cells are working to run this. There's a lot happening. When you pass an instruction to relax, body starts responding and starts relaxing. The interesting thing about meditation is the more we get into non-doing, the more we progress. Let us not even try to achieve anything. Even that is enough. Just drop all the effort. No goal. The only goal is to be here, totally at peace, being ourselves, totally, naturally. Only then we are in the right track. Your own time and become as comfortable as possible. There is no rule that you have to sit straight. The only rule is being comfortable. And it's absolutely okay to move and adjust your postures during meditation. Be free. Be comfortable. Be yourself. It's okay. Now come back to the body. And see the physical movement caused by breath with the belly region. The inhalation and the exhalation. Ana, Pana. Don't control it in any way. Just observe as an observer. Just witness it. Breath is the only thing that is with us throughout our life. In meditation, we will be with breath. With all gratitude. Meditation is friendship with normal, natural breath. If you are comfortable observing the breath, the nostrils, please do so. That makes sure the breath is absolutely loose. Don't regulate. Let's become one with breath by being with breath. And if thoughts arise, then you are aware that you are not with breath. Gently cut the thought. You come back to the breath. That's the easy practice. Putting the thoughts and coming back to them. That's what we are here for. So let's do what we are here for. Enjoy your journey by being totally relaxed. Fun. My dear friends, thoughts do come. Don't go with thoughts. Come back to it. Be with each breath as quickly as you can. Normally again. My dear friends, please don't go with thoughts. Come back to me. Be with your breath. Dear friends, last 5 minutes, be with your breath. Last 2 minutes. Slowly start coming back with your time. When you're ready, unclasp your hands, place them on your eyes for 5 to 10 seconds. You can open your eyes gently when you're ready. Thank you very much, friends. Very good, very nice. We finished day 2 of meditation. It was wonderful. And people who could not be still throughout, it's okay. Day by day, we improve whether we notice it or not. And those who could be still, but if they feel they are feeling sleepy, that is also okay. We'll start coming out of the sleepy phase. You have time. Don't worry about the results. No need to hurry. You all will see by day 21. It will be wonderful. So let us welcome today's speaker, Prithvi. Over to you.
Thank you, Sam. I'm Prithvi from Bangalore, and I'm doing my PhD in psychoneuroimmunology. So this is a study which is related to body-mind connection. So the most complex and developed organ that bridges between body and mind is the brain. So today we'll just know what what is the function of the brain, and how they take us into the different states of mind.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt you. Prithvi, can the volume be a little higher? Audio needs to be.
Sure, sure.
Yeah, or speak louder. Anything is fine.
Okay. So I'll just share. So the brain, to know the functioning of the brain and get into the states of mind, first we will let us all know what is the basic functioning of the brain. So there are different kinds of thinking, and this thinking patterns take us to different states of mind. So, and also to different states of consciousness. So basically, first of all, the brain is made up of two hemispheres. One is the left hemisphere of the brain and the right hemisphere of the brain. So the left hemisphere of the brain is more logical, analytical, rational, and verbal. It is always into the reasoning mind, and we are more into linear thinking in the left brain part of the brain. And the right part of the brain is more creative, imaginative, holistic thinking, and very intuitive. So, according to the study, most of us are 90% on dominant on the left part of the brain. So that is the reason being is that we all are trained and conditioned to be thinking logically since our childhood. So we tend to be dominant over the left part of the brain, and according to the study, it says that 90% of us are dominant on the left part of the brain. So the study was done where we all know that the heart beats. In the same way, the brain also beats, and it beats in different frequencies. And this was first discovered by the scientist Hans Berger. He came up with the instrument called EEG, electroencephalograph, which actually identifies the electric impulses from the brain. And he discovered that there are four basic brain waves, which are alpha, beta, theta, and gamma. So, and also delta. So these patterns are measured in the cycles per second or hertz, just like how the heartbeat is measured as beats per minute. In the same way, the beats of the brain is measured as cycles per second or hertz in the frequencies. And these states of mind are linked to different consciousness that we experience. And each of these states of mind is good in different ways. So this is the human brain frequencies that we see. So you can all see that it starts from the highest frequency gamma and goes down till the delta. So the first frequency that we will get to know is the beta frequency, which is from 13 to 40 hertz. So this beta is divided into two, that is high beta and low beta. The low beta is what we are all in right now. The state which we are in right now is beta, where we are awake and functioning in the regular activities. So this low beta is very much necessary for us to process information and for linear thinking and for solving problems. And the high beta is linked to the anxiety. Whenever we have too much of thinking patterns, and whenever we are under stress, when we have panic attacks, and when we feel the negative emotions like anger, fear, guilt, we see a very large flares of high beta in the brain frequencies. And this beta frequency is related to the left part of the brain thinking, that is the logical part of the brain, where the conscious mind is active and we experience the outer world. So, in the meditation, as soon as we sit for meditation, we are experiencing the outer world experiences, and we will be in the beta frequencies. And as we go uh, down from beta, it is alpha, that is from 8 to 13 hertz. So this is the most relaxed state for each one of us. Whenever we are about to sleep, or whenever we get up from the sleep, or whenever we are on a vacation, or when we listen to some very soothing music, we get into a very relaxed, alert state, and that is alpha. And in meditation also, the first frequency we go down from beta is alpha. And it is, if you see the spectrum here, you will see the alpha frequency is in the middle of the spectrum. So this alpha is a bridge which bridges between the conscious mind and the unconscious mind. Theta and delta are the unconscious or the subconscious mind, whereas delta and gamma are the conscious and higher conscious levels. And alpha bridges us between these two states, and it is called the most ideal and effective state for each one of us to be in. So whenever we are in alpha state, we have whole brain thinking, where the right and the left part of the brain both are active together. So we have access to logic and creativity, intuition and analysis together in alpha frequency. And this is the best state where we can get clarity and make decisions. And this is the center which bridges us between the outer world and inner world as we go into the meditation. And theta frequency is the sleeping state. Whenever we go to sleep, whenever we are in the sleeping state, that is REM sleep, we call it as rapid eye movement sleep, the brain is functioning in theta frequency, and this is the most healing frequency, and rejuvenation of the body takes place. And whenever we go to this state while meditating, a high creative and intuitive thoughts starts coming up as we meditate in this state. But when we sleep, a lot of rejuvenation of the body takes place, and that is why we say the sleep is the most vital thing that we all need for the rejuvenation and revitalization of the body. And the theta brain frequency is totally on the right part thinking of the brain, where if you see the dream states and all, they don't have any logic or reasoning. So it is most creative. And we start experiencing the subconscious or the inner conscious mind as we meditate, and we start moving inward as we go deeper in the meditation, and when we experience the theta states. And the lower frequency than the theta is delta, which is from 0.5 to 4 hertz. Here, the thinking part of the brain almost goes very low, and we are in the deeper sleeps. We experience this delta frequency, and it is the dreamless state, and it is mostly found in the infants and the younger children. And speed, healing, and rejuvenation and regeneration of the body takes place in this state of mind. And we also experience a non-physical state, like there is no time and space in this state of mind. So whenever we sleep and get up in the morning, we will not be aware of the time that has passed and the space that we were in. So we experience that non-physical state of existence in delta. And in our study, we have found that people with schizophrenia and neurodegenerative disorder people do not show any flares of delta frequency at all. And that is the reason why we see a lot of damage happening in their brain cells. And that is why we help them to meditate and get into these deeper states where they will develop speed, healing, and rejuvenation of the body takes place. So in delta, there is basically no thinking at all. So that is why the frequency goes so low to 0.5 hertz. So there's no thinking, and it is totally unconscious when we sleep. And when we meditate, the regular long-term meditators feel that they are connected to the collective conscious mind and they feel that oneness in this delta frequency. And gamma is the recent frequency that was actually found when they did the study on the regular long-term meditators like monks and visionaries, where they saw there was a heightened awareness and a high level of intellectual was happening. And usually if you see the artists, musicians and all getting into the zone where they're totally out of their body and they feel the state of bliss in that zone. And in this state is actually used by a lot of scientists and creative people to get ideas for their new creations and inventions. So gamma is takes us to a super conscious level, and we experience a mystical out of body experience where we start feeling a lot of self awareness in this gamma frequency. So there are a lot of approaches to experience any of these states of mind, and the best and the simple way to experience these states of mind and to be in those states of mind and consciousness is the meditation. And the breath meditation can take us to all these states of mind, and we will see how it happens. So as soon as we sit for meditation, we are in the high beta, the monkey mind is working. We keep thinking about jumping from one thought to another, and slowly we settle down our body and start observing the breath, and wherein we will have continuous thoughts in this state. And then slowly, as we focus more and observe the breath, the thoughts become less. In alpha, we start becoming more relaxed, the body starts settling down, even the mind starts settling down, and slowly the brain frequency goes down to theta, and we might feel a little drowsy or drift into sleep. And as we practice being in this state for a longer time, we can cross over the sleep and come back to breath, where there are very less one or two thoughts or no thought at all. And we go down to delta, where we start feeling the impulses of energy flow in the body, and we get into thoughtless state. And the more we practice to be in these states of mind, we will get into gamma state, where there is a rush of insights, insightful thoughts takes place in gamma. So these are the frequencies that we see in the brain, and these are the conscious levels that we experience during these states of mind. So beta is the wakeful state, alpha is something that we feel when we are very relaxed and alert and aware, and we experience this naturally before going to bed and as soon as we wake up from the bed. And theta is the healing frequency, where we experience or be in theta when we sleep, and delta is the deepest sleep, and gamma is the heightened superconscious level that we experience. So the ideal state of mind or the wave frequency that we can experience out of meditation is alpha. Being in the present moment and connecting to the power of now means that we are in the alpha frequency. This actually perfectly attunes us to promote the waves of calmness, alertness, and integrates the mind and the body. So, one interesting fact that I would like to share is that the delta frequency that we experience, so this frequency is first seen in the fetus, and when the fetus has completely developed the brain, the first beat that is seen is happening in the delta frequency, and it continues till the 1 or 1.5 year in the infants. And this is the same frequency that we see before the death of a person. So this is called a divine frequency, where we connect to that collective consciousness and experience that oneness with the existence. So these are the different frequencies and the different brain patterns which connects us and takes us to different conscious levels.
Are you done with your presentation?
Yes, yes, thank you.
Thank you so much. That is very, very important piece of information that we all need to know. Some people have experienced issues with volume, even with my volume. I request everyone to keep their volume to the maximum first from your end. We will also try to do best from our side. We heard this from 4 to 5 people. So if you don't mind, Prithvi, can you share the last 2 summary slides once again and speak a little louder for those who had issues with the volume, because that will summarize the whole topic.
Yes, definitely. So in the meditation, is my volume better now?
Yeah, it's good for many, but few are facing issues, so keep it maximum.
Okay, okay. So in the meditation, as soon as we sit for meditation, we will be in high beta, the monkey mind, where we are more anxious and a lot of thinking and thoughts are coming into the mind. And as we settle down our body and mind, we start lowering the frequency of the brain. And as we start observing the breath, there are continuous thoughts, and the more we focus on the breath, the number of thoughts goes low, and also the brain frequency drops down to alpha, where we are more relaxed and more alert. And as we go more deeper into the meditation, we start feeling a little bit of drowsiness, or we might feel a little bit sleepy. And this is also called as hypnagogic state, which also we experience during yoga nidra, the impulses from alpha to theta. And this hypnagogic state is called the most relaxed state. And we actually experience that even during the meditation. And the more we practice and be with the breath, continue to be with the breath, we go down to delta, where we start experiencing the impulses of energy, and there will be energy flow, and the number of thoughts would gradually go down. And as we go deeper, we start getting into the gamma frequency, where there are a lot of insightful thoughts coming up into the mind, and a lot of creative ideas and inventions of the ideas for the inventions comes in the gamma frequency. And the states that we all just saw is the beta, the wakeful state, which is the outer conscious level; alpha, which is the most relaxed state, which bridges us from conscious to subconscious level; and theta is the healing frequency, which takes us to inner consciousness; and delta is the deepest state, where we are totally unconscious, where we don't have the sense of time and space in this state of mind; and gamma is the superconscious level that we experience, where we feel the heightened awareness, and a lot of insightful thoughts come into our thinking. And the ideal state to be out of meditation is alpha, that is being in the now, being in the present moment, brings our awareness into the now, and we are more alert, we are more awake, where we have access to both the sides of the brain. We are logically thinking and creatively thinking, and we can make better decisions and have clarity over what we are doing.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for repeating the last few slides for us, Prithvi. And Sunil, over to you. And please tell the participants on how to go about the questions, Q&A, and tell about the APS chat.
Yeah, yes. Thank you, Sampath. So all the questions will be answered, and you can feel free to post your questions into the chat window. We are monitoring. There's a small team who monitors all the questions. We'll try our best to answer the questions during the session, but just in case if these questions go unanswered because of time, We will definitely address these questions either in the next day or into the Telegram group. Maybe at times we can even combine a couple of questions and still ask. So I think we still have about a minute to go. Sampath, shall we take up one or two questions?
Yeah. Yeah, I see Dr. Gia raising her hand. So maybe you can unmute her and listen to the question.
Yes, sure. Dr. Gia, if you can please, I have unmuted you. Please
Yeah.
proceed.
Yeah, hello everyone. My question is to Prithvi ma'am. Yeah, ma'am, you explained the frequencies that in the hierarchy I have some doubt, like for reaching the gamma state, do we have to pass through the high beta, which is a stress level?
No, exactly. That's not the way it happens in the meditation. With the regular meditation, we have to cross delta and then reach the gamma.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not.
how can we reach from the lowest to the immediately to the, I mean, that is a bit confusing. Is there any process or what? I mean,
So only the regular practice can take us to that. So this frequency, the gamma frequency, was detected only in the monks and long-term meditators, and not in the general population. So only with the regular long-term meditation practice, we can cross delta and get into the highest frequencies.
okay, from lowest to the highest.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, that's very interesting. If in some, I mean, in future, if you can explain that in more detail, that will be, very interesting.
Surely. I can even share one of the research paper related to this in the Telegram as well, so that
Yeah,
you will get
please,
a better
please,
sense.
please do that. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Gia. Okay. We are just on time, but I think we have more questions coming in. So let me take one last question. There's a question from Valarmati. This question is to you, Prithvi. If gamma frequency is being high, could you please explain how it takes us to out of body experience? Can we directly go to gamma from beta frequency?
That's what I just explained. We have to actually cross delta to reach gamma. Only that can happen through regular practice and meditation. So we cannot jump from beta, high beta, and go to gamma. Only few people like scientists like Einstein or someone like those people get into gamma without doing meditations, or they have their own approaches to reach gamma. But in meditation, we have to cross delta. To cross delta and get into high frequency, we have to regularly practice meditation.
Okay, thank you. So I think we just crossed the time, and we always wish to end on time. And don't worry about the questions that might have got unanswered today. We will take it up the next day or post it via Telegram group. I think the team has posted the Telegram the chat link as well. Please feel free to join, and we'll ensure that all the questions are answered. So, Sampath, I think time. Can we end the session today?
Yeah, we can. A few people have raised their hands. We will give them an opportunity in the next sessions because we are running out of time. But participants, please do remember this APS is purely for practice. Don't go behind the information that is being shared. Just keep it in your mind. But when you meditate, forget everything and just be with your breath. Anapanasati. Let's keep our focus only on breath. Information is there. There's a lot of content out there. There's so many speakers. There are so many experts who will answer. But the practice part, only you have to do. So let's focus on the practice for all 21 days. And information can be shared in many, many ways. Okay. Have a nice day. Thank you, Sumit.
Thank you, Sampath. So that concludes the day 2 of the foundation course. Have a nice day and have a nice night in the US and other parts of the globe. See you all tomorrow again at 6 a.m. IST. Thank you.